Okay, sorry about that. I got a little. Here we go. This is a short presentation giving you an idea of what you should know in terms of the course. And what you should pay attention to are life history strategies, habitat, food, reproduction, and behavior, and how these things affect survival strategies, the adaptations for survival in a given habitat or region, ecoregion, or biome. I'm going to talk about biomes too. And their interaction with other animals, intra-specific, that is with other animals of the same species, and interspecific, between different species. Their interactions with humans, and I really mean both ways, how humans affect them and how they affect humans, although it's mostly how humans affect them, and habitat changes. Organisms living in different habitats can indeed change the habitat, in fact, to their detriment. So these are the kinds of things that you need to pay attention to. In terms of classification, many of you are familiar with this, but classification systems go kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. In this course, we are interested in the different orders of mammals. Specific examples will have specific names or species names. However, we will primarily, I primarily ask you to know order names. Family names are kind of handy to use sometimes for your own information, but for the most part, I don't use family names. And as an example, here is the gray wolf, kingdom Mammalia, phylum Chordata. It also is in the subphylum Vertebrata. In other words, it has a spinal cord, and that spinal cord is covered with a bony structure, vertebrae. Class Mammalia, so I talk about the characteristics of all mammals. The order Carnivora, and with the carnivores in this order Carnivora, it's handy to use the families because that helps you keep them in groups because there's so many groups, so many families. So this one is the dog family, Canidae. Family names end in AE. Order names usually end in A. They may end in IA, but usually A. Family names AE. The genus Canis and the species Lupus is the gray wolf. Now, one thing I want you to note is you can use the genus name by itself, Canis. The genus name is always capitalized. Never use the species name by itself. It is always used with the genus. The genus plus the species, what's called the species epithet, is the species. Okay, so it's Canis lupus. The species name is never, almost never, there are a few exceptions, but it is never capitalized. And both the genus name and species name are always italicized, or if you're writing them, you would underline them. And I expect you to do this. So if you're talking about a species and you're giving me the species name, I expect you to put it in italics. After you have written out the genus name once, you can subsequently use C period lupus, capital C period lupus, to refer to this species, as long as it won't be confused with another species. And usually that's not the case. All right? So that's just a little bit about what you need to pay attention to in the course.